guys, it's NEEKS, and today I want you guys to rewatch this Thanksgiving post. So I'm sure a lot of you have watched it before, but I'm going to need you guys to check it out again on NEEKS Peaks. Please use caution if you're using earbuds or headphones or any type of ear equipment to view this video, because I have enhanced certain parts of it where the kids are talking in the background. I tried to make sure that those parts are not deafening, but please use tons of caution because there are certainly parts of it where the background is also enhanced, and so since the kids are talking often in the background of this, it's going to do a fair amount of up and down volume wise.
Begins making the mini cannolis. As you guys see, I have the little pies with all the mini cannolis in it, and I just have to fill them. Okay, well if you're full, you don't have to eat anymore. So here's the cannoli filling. Hold on 1 second, Bella wants me to get it out of the kitchen. Let's wash your hands, please. Over here. Over here, please. I know why you're done. Back up. Hold on, Cece. So, good morning, Christina. Happy Thanksgiving. Black label today because I have kids and I'm baking and I'm stepping all over flour because, you know, I'm that nice mom that lets them play.
Can I have some chocolate?
Yes, hold on 1 second. Yeah, in your chair. Right here, Bella.
But I saw over here.
It's okay. You made a mess. Say hi, Christina. Hi, Amy. I don't know if you can see her. Okay, so I gotta do this quickly because I don't have Cece's wanting out now too, and she's all messy with syrup. So I'm just filling. I know, I heard her, but mommy's doing something real quick.
Cece, hold on.
Say please.
Please.
I don't know if you guys can see. Kendo, I'm going to have a ton left over. I don't think I'm bringing them all because I doubled the recipe. So I'll save you some. Do you want to taste one of these, Bella? Do you want to taste one? Bella. You want to taste one? Wait, I'm going to put you on TV. On Facebook. Look. Taste it and tell everyone what you think. You want one, Cece?
No.
You don't want one? You don't want to taste it?
Yeah.
Cece, taste it. Hold on, guys. I'm not letting you out yet, Cece. So these were super actually easy to make. So I'm really excited. There you go. How are they going to turn out? Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day. We're going to a friend's house for Thanksgiving because we have no family here. And we try to get together with people every year to celebrate. And I was in charge of desserts. It's exactly what Bella wants. She saw that I was, I had him out and she's like having a blast. Right, Bella? Are they delicious? They're so good you're not even talking? Alright. Amy, you know it. What's wrong, Cece? Hold on, I'll get you down. You gotta go potty? Cece? Hold on, Bella, please. You got plenty. You don't need them more. You can eat them on the cake. I cut the cheesecake pumpkin pop bars this morning. They look delicious. I'm not going to eat them because I don't like pumpkin, but they look delicious. So, it is a black label kind of day if you're a thriver. You know, dealing with, well, allowing kids to bake with you and destroy the kitchen is one reason you need black label. The other reason is for all the craziness that happens on Thanksgiving, interacting with everybody, the children. They're definitely getting a nap before we go anywhere today. What do you need more of? Oh, black label? Yes, Kelly. We definitely need to hook you up. But wait, can you guys see this? Hold on, Cece. See, Bella. Kelly says hi, Ballerina. Oh, Cece's sad. So while I'm getting Cece, I'll let you guys stare at this amazingness. Can you guys see it? All right, kid. You let Cece up there with you, please. Okay? You hear me? Mm-hmm. You don't push her off. So there's one batch of the mini cannolis. Careful, Cece. You guys can see them. They look amazing. And then we're gonna fill the second batch. Bella, will you hold this for mommy? Hold that for me. Hold the bottle. No, the bottle. The bottle. Careful. Mommy's gonna have to make more cannoli filling because I doubled the recipe. And I guess I'm overfilling. Kelly, you need to get your butt over here, like now, like yesterday. Sham. Okay. You gonna eat one of my cannolis? No? Alright. Cece. Cece, get out of the vent. Put the vent back, please. Back. Cece. Get out of the vent. Life with Cece. Ain't nobody got time for that today. Cece, please get out of the vent. Celeste.
Tiffany's right in there.
I know. Happy Turkey Day. Megan, exactly. I didn't want to make these too early. And then the poke cake I just got to fill. I'm going to do that after I do this. I didn't want that to get too soggy because that's the first time I'm making the poke cake. The poke cake. So everything's pre-made. All I got to do is... Cece, leave that alone.
More.
No more. Celeste, you already broke it, baby.
This.
Hold on, sweetheart. more. Bella Marie.
But, I want to eat this.
I know.
Because
Cece, Kelly, if he is your Cece, God help you when he gets older, because it just gets worse. She is literally in everything. She broke the train she's playing with right now. It's completely broken. I know, you broke it. And, yeah, it's fun. That's why I love Black Label. I still do, duo, but Black Label is a must with Cece. Like, legit must. Girl, she's Cece. She's special. Whatever, Hisham. Don't hate. The spy. And there goes the train again. She just broke the rest of the train. Celeste. Come on. Despise the Broncos. No, you're not getting down. Oh, please. Cece, be careful. Nudge. No, Cece. You want to get down?
Yes.
Come on. Go play. You gonna say hi? Ugh, Megan. Seriously? Say hi. I missed something. Thanks. Chris got them for me yesterday for fun. Are you good? Are you doing good, kid? I like colorful flowers. Do you like the flowers, Bella?
No.
No? Are you ready to go eat some turkey?
No.
No?
Mommy.
I see. Cece, stop making a mess, please. Come on. Come on, nudge. No. Come on, go play in the living room.
Move it.
Kelly thrives. She's just, yeah, they're building like crazy behind me, Kelly. I'm excited. I have a large local in January. CEOs coming into town. There's going to be 300 plus people in a room. I'm excited to be hosting it with a bunch of incredible leaders. Right, Bells? I think Cece's in the potty. I gotta go. Unless Bella's gonna talk to you. You wanna entertain him, Bella? Hold on. Come in. what's going on over here. Potty training at its finest. Right, Bells?
Mm-hmm.
You think I'll have enough filling? You do? I think I'm making everyone hungry. You think so too? It'd be pretty cool if she heard you. Kelly, you should FaceTime us later. But anyway, I'm really excited about the local coming in January 17th. And Cece is playing in the toilet. I washed the hands in the bathroom, by the way. What is what? The local Hashim? Celeste. I think we're going to have enough, Bella.
Yeah.
Your sister's playing in the toilet. You better. Are they local here, Megan? It's going to be amazing. I'm making mini cannolis. And then I have a poke cake, cannoli poke cake I made. I made pumpkin pie cheesecake bars. And what else did I make, Bella? I feel like there's something else.
Yummy carrot.
Carrots? Did I make carrots? I have Celeste out of the toilet. You want to go get your sister?
No.
No? You're no help kid.
But I think she's just stuck in the toilet.
Eric, it's she's stuck in the toilet. It's a local where a lot of us get together. The CEO's coming. They're announcing the Thrive 2.0 in January, which is going to be huge. But a local is kind of where a bunch of us get together. We share our experience and just network, meet people. It's a lot of fun, especially this one. This one's going to be amazing. I don't know if you guys hear Cece, but she's playing with the toilet.
I hear her.
I hear her too. We're going to a friend's house, Kelly. They invited us over. So I was in charge of desserts. All right, I gotta go. Bye, guys.
That one blood curdling scream is not Celeste, but the scream or cry that comes right after it is obviously Celeste. But earlier in the video, there's this bit of screaming or whatever was going on there in the movie that is in the background of this video. So little disclaimer that the blood chilling scream is not Celeste. But Celeste does kind of pipe up towards the end of it with a very sad cry.
I think Cece's in the potty. I gotta go. Unless Bella's gonna talk to you. Wanna entertain him, Bella? Hold on. Come in. its finest. Right, Bells?
So the first thing I'd like to point out is that she could have gotten Cece out of her high chair at the same time that she got Bella out and cleaned her off. I'm really not sure why she didn't, to be honest, but I guess it's because she wanted her to stay up there and cooperate without getting out of her high chair, and it seems that Shanann is disappointed each time that Bella as well as Celeste keep pointing out Celeste wants out or requesting to get out. Not that we generally needed any more proof, but I think this is yet another instance where Shanann shows us she's not okay with her kids being free-range kids, for lack of a better word. She's obviously uncomfortable whenever they are free to run around. I think that often it was used as yet another trope for selling a product. So obviously Shanann had turned the camera that one time and showed us that Celeste was indeed out of her high chair. If it were not for that moment, then I would have thought she was lying about having gotten her out in the first place, because in case you didn't notice this part.
She just broke the rest of the train. Celeste, come on. Despise the Broncos. No, you're not getting down. Oh, please. Cece, be careful. No, Cece.
Okay, time to get down to the saddest part of this video, and that is where I believe Celeste is locked in the bathroom. It's apparent to me by earlier videos where Celeste is locked in the pantry, the food closet, and the kitchen. And Shanann was cooking, I believe it was like pork roast or something, or some type of roast. I don't remember, but she's locked in the closet, and she, is telling her mom, and her mom ignores her, and she calls out for Bella. And it's obvious she couldn't open the doors, so I guess you didn't need to do much to lock her in other than close the door behind her. Obviously, the enhanced audio help back up my theory that she is locked up because she's asking for her mother's help afterwards and is obviously ignored. But for me, the most poignant proof that something bad happened, and that is why Bella was hiding. Bella said no to Shanann over and over again, hilariously, in the beginning of the video. In fact, I lost count somewhere near 10. So she had told her no to over 10 things. Are you going to try this? No. Do you like the flowers? No. Are you ready for turkey? No. You don't like it? No. The exact opposite happens when Shanann comes back out of that bathroom, and she even has this slight moment of satisfaction after the first couple of yeses. And Bella actually says yes to her mother 3 times within the first minute of Shanann's return. This agreement or agreeable spirit did not change throughout the rest of the video. She says yes several times. The first one, her little that was a very sad moment and a sad realization of this video for me. Another backup for my theory that she is locked in the bathroom would be the stark difference between Shanann's reaction to the toilet lid each time that it's happening. So the original time was her true reaction, and it was panic and running to go and intervene with whatever she believed was happening.
Celeste! I think we're gonna have enough, Bella.
Yeah.
Your sister's playing in the toilet. You better. Are they local here, Megan? It's gonna be amazing. I'm making mini cannolis. And then I have a poke cake, cannoli poke cake I made. 300 plus people in a room. I'm excited to be hosting it with a bunch of incredible leaders. Right, Bells? I think Cece's in the potty. I gotta go. Unless Bella's gonna talk to you. You wanna entertain him, Bella? Hold on.
Anyone familiar with the way that Shanann gets off of her lives will know that this was one of the most abrupt, quickest, and shortest goodbyes I've ever seen her convey. And I noticed with the enhanced audio that you could actually hear Dieter begin to stir during the bathroom commotion, and then also right before she jumps off. I'm guessing that's how she knew that someone came home or someone came over. Someone arrived and she jumped off of this live.
All right, I gotta go. Bye, guys.
But I think she's just stuck in the toilet.
She's stuck in the toilet?
Ask myself if it's possible that Celeste was actually stuck in the toilet. Since Bella said she's stuck in the toilet, I wondered if that was her version of she's stuck in the bathroom. In fact, when I first saw this video, that's definitely what I thought, was that she was yet again another sign confirming that I was correct about Celeste being locked in the bathroom during this video. Later, when I saw this picture, I began to wonder, could she have been stuck in there? Would you be able to get out of that predicament if you were that age? It looks like Celeste definitely needed some help in this photo, which is what's most concerning about the existence of the photo, right? Is that a parent would take this photo instead of aiding their child. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you agree? What the hell happened here? I'd like to know everyone else's opinion. And thank you for watching. And if you guys like my videos, please share them, like them, comment, throw me a subscribe. But that's it for now, and as Forrest Gump would say, that's pretty much all I have to say about that.
Alright, I gotta go. Bye, guys. Filling.
Out.
I know, I heard her. But Mommy's doing something real quick.
Cece, hold on.